Hi, Harshita. Good morning. Sorry, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, good. I was just checking the audio if that is fine.
Yeah, audio is fine. If you would like to check your video and if you would like to check your presentation and you can try
Yeah,
to cast.
yeah. So another thing I would say, see, we stay on farm. So just in case if there's no network, we will turn off our audio, sorry, video in that case.
No, no issues, no issues.
Okay. I'll just check the video. Yeah. Hi.
गुड आफ्टरनून मॅम. नमस्कार.
नमस्कार.
कसे आहात?
मस्त.
All
तुम्ही
well?
कसे आहात, सर?
All well, all well.
So I believe Anand sir was supposed
Yeah,
to
yeah.
join us.
He's sitting next to me. I'm just trying to help him. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
She's the
So,
boss.
here there's error. Sharing is not turned on. The host isn't allowing sharing for this meeting.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll just check that.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Can you please check, try sharing again? We have given the permission now.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Is my screen visible to you now?
Yes. Yes, it's visible. I mean,
Thank you.
at my end.
Ashita, am I audible? Yeah, okay. Harshita is on mute. Hello. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Anand.
You are audible, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Nishchal.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here. Good evening, Mr. Govind.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Ashita, you have 3 more speakers to join.
Hello. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, ma'am. Some speakers have not joined yet, and I suddenly I'm unable to see the screen. I'm just figuring out something. The screen has so I cannot see where. Just yeah.
Hmm.
Mr. Yogesh has not joined, I believe, and
Hmm.
I'll just put a reminder.
Yeah, you have spoken to him?
He responded that he will be adding the points, and I'll just
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello,
I'm
sir.
with you.
Good evening, sir.
Sorry, I can't listen to the whole thing. I'm with you. Go ahead, Neelam.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Jasim, sir, we can see you.
Okay, I can see. Thank you.
Ma'am, I just spoke to Yogesh, sir. He'll also join. I just reminded him he's joining soon. So, and I think Edward sir said that he'll be a little late. I mean, 5-10 minutes. He'll be joining in another 5 minutes.
Mr. Yogesh said he'll be late.
No, Mr. Edward said he'll be late.
So, Yogesh?
Yogesh, I just called him. He said he's joining.
Okay. So we have Jean now, only Jean Luke who needs to join.
Yes, I am not sure.
Oh,
This there's one person. The name is written in another language. I'm not sure if he's the one.
no. Jean is from France.
France.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I had a meeting with him day for yesterday on the
Okay, ma'am. So, shall I call him? Shall I call him as well? I'll give him a call and.
WhatsApp call you can do. I put a message also in the group actually.
Ma'am, I spoke to him as well. So yeah, he's also just connecting. He's trying to connect in.
We still have 1 minute to go, so that means almost all the speakers are here now in that case.
Hello, madam.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
I'm Anand.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Yeah. Another 1 or 2 minutes, we'll start this one. Ashita, I'll also check my presentation just quickly. Yeah, so that's what. Yes, okay. It's a Saturday evening, and it's like holidays are starting from Monday, so so many people will probably be. Mr. Jean is waiting, is saying to let in.
I'll check that, ma'am. I'll check that, ma'am.
Yeah, yes.
Good morning.
Good
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we have good evening here. How about you? I think good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Early afternoon.
Yeah, yes.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. You?
Harshita, your video is not working right now. Yeah, put on the video.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Okay. We'll start, I think. Harshita, you are on mute again.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. We can start.
Yeah.
Yogesh sir hasn't joined as yet.
So we will.
We can start and I'll remind him once, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
if
connect.
if it doesn't join by that time, we'll take a next speaker and then he can do it later like that.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, a very warm welcome to you all to our webinar, Decoding the Bamboo City Project, Part 2, which is Bamboo in Industries. I'm Harshita Mishra, Project Associate for the Bamboo City Project, and I will be your host for this session. The Bamboo City project was initiated with a vision to transform cities into a sustainable and resilient urban environment by harnessing the potential of bamboo as a versatile and eco-friendly resource. One of the objectives of the project is to promote the use of bamboo as a sustainable material in various industries such as the construction industry, furniture and handicrafts, textiles and apparels, paper and pulp industry, energy and bioproducts, food and agro processing, and industrial and chemical products industry. Bamboo as a product is sustainable, renewable, and versatile, which makes it a good choice for industrial resources. This webinar aims to understand how bamboo is being used in some of the above mentioned industries and their relation to the Bamboo City project. Now, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Architect Neelam Manjunath. Architect Neelam Manjunath ma'am is an accomplished woman architect, planner, scientist, and climate warrior, social worker, and author with over 34 years of professional experience since 1991. She has passionately championed the transformation of bamboo from poor man's timber to everyone's green gold through pioneering research, client advocacy, and innovative work. She has led multiple initiatives in research and design, training, and advocacy for sustainable materials and technologies since 1999. She has also launched the country's first structure bamboo application technology programs in 2011, which is continuing till now. And currently, she is leading the Bamboo City project. I would now request ma'am to please take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Harshita. And a very warm good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all the speakers and audience from across the world. Thank you for joining on a Saturday. Many places it's a holiday, and in India, in this part, we have this festival starting, so many people are on that holiday mood. Thank you for joining us. So I will be I'll be just sharing, Harshita, my presentation. Yes. Yes. So I'll be basically having being the project lead of this Bamboo City project. We'll just try to very briefly go through the relationship between the Bamboo City project and the bamboo-based industries, per se. So the Bamboo City is actually a nature-based model for regenerative cities with bamboo. And Bangalore, we have taken as a pilot project. And we had started in 2023. So it was actually a 7 years thing. And we thought of trying to do it by Bangalore, trying to make it carbon neutral in about 7 years. That was 2030. And it's a plug-in to the Bangalore Climate Action Plan. We call it BCAP here. These are the major mitigation objectives, which is about urban greening, carbon sequestration, less carbon footprint from the development sector, controlling the air pollution of the city, and rejuvenation of water bodies and phytoremediation, and energy generation from all the bamboo waste that comes out of the industries. This was a project as a glance. It was started by me, and then we incubated at CGBMT. And I pitched it for the C40 Women for Climate cohort program. I was a cohort in 2022 for a year. And this is for Bangalore City, and these are the data here. And since this is a very city specific, pilot that we are doing, so we have all the local authorities involved in here, and we have a collaboration with the Bangalore Metropolitan, Authority here, who is also helping us in taking this project forward. And along with them, many other civil bodies like for the electrical, body and all the other bodies that we have, and also the when we're talking about the international this one involved, it was supposed to be proposed, but now we have WBA already involved very actively with us. And we have signed an MOU for this particular Bamboo City project with World Bamboo Organization to help us. And there are other organizations with whom we are in dialogue at the moment to take the project forward. And this is these are the various sectors that we are actually, addressing in this, which is housing and infrastructure and all this urban greening, air quality, that's we also with community resilience and well-being. And we have only two main, category of actions that we are proposing, and that is proposing one bamboo plant per citizen in the city. That's one. And the second one, which is very important, is 30%. Since we are getting the bamboo in a regular manner after the 4th or 5th year, harvest will be there. We are supposed to use that bamboo in the city itself, in and around the city. Yeah, and so it's 30% inclusion of bamboo in the construction and other development sector in the city. And that's what is the main proposal, how we are proposed to get onto that. I'll just quickly run through the various industries which bamboo is being used right now widely, and see, you can see many accessories out here, as you can see. They are the household items. You have the packaging industry. A lot of work is being done in that industry as well. We have pencils, sticks, pen, ice cream sticks, all these kind of things are there. We have bamboo jewelry. And the last one, if you see on the right side, is now even being paired with gold and silver to make even precious jewelry with bamboo. Paper has been a very long, bamboo paper has been used for a very long time. But there are new avatars of new ways of using that is now has started now. Fabric in different, different kinds of sectors. We have speaker from a textile sector also with us today, Mr. Govind. Bamboo bicycles. There are several kinds of. These are only three, but there are many models that are being done everywhere. In the automobile industry, for making the body and also for the interiors, it is being used. There's charcoal. There's ethanol. In India has actually just now our Prime Minister has launched and inaugurated the refinery for bamboo, from bamboo, ethanol making from bamboo in Assam in Northeast India. We also have these bamboo pellets from all the waste that comes out of the bamboo industry, which can be used for gasifiers, for the energy sector. We have several kinds of vinegar, soap, salt, oil. There are various kinds of things that has been being used, and in India also it has been being used for a very long time. There's bamboo shoot, rice, which is used in many ways. The value-added building products, which is the roofing sheet, flooring, ply, bamboo wood, and many other such materials. This is used in buildings, infrastructure. What are we doing and why we are also putting in all this? And this industry is something which nobody talks about, is CGBMT, that's my organization, through which we are doing this project and this webinar at the moment. We are doing skilling for the sector. If any sector has to be developed, skilling is a must. You need human resource. If you don't have the human resource, you cannot develop that sector at all. So CGBMT, from my organization, I have started in actually around 2000, which is around 25 years now, smaller courses, smaller short courses and workshops first we did. And in 2011, we actually rolled out a proper structured program at the PG level, postgraduate level, 1 year program, 1 year and a quarter program, and also at lower levels for supervisors and for execution people, which was in diploma and also this. So, and we have been running them successfully. So these are various, a very cross section of the sector is what we are trying to skill from that point of, from that side. These are the other things that we are doing from CGBMT, which we are training. As you can see, several training programs and events that we have been doing for all these years, advocacy, seminars and webinars with the education institutions, with so many other bodies, wherever it was possible to do this. Several collaborations along with the top left one is with the Council of Architecture of India. With 450 colleges, we have been trying to put in bamboo in their curriculum for the last some years, and that book is my book actually, which has been written. The hands-on workshops, again, we have done close to at least about 120 workshops across the world, everywhere. This is my book, which I have tried to compile. This is for the construction industry. And quite possibly bamboo is a golden chicken amongst plants, and with dedicated research, and perhaps our future will be a much brighter space with the widespread use of bamboo. And this is, this is went. And that's the end of my presentation. Trying to do something which we have been dreaming about, and you see things and say why, but I dream things that never were, and I say why not. And the only way to do this is by doing it together. Thank you all for your kind attention. And I end.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for shedding the light on what we are going to discuss in this webinar and getting us started on that. Now I would like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Yogesh Shinde. Mr. Yogesh Shinde is a first-generation social entrepreneur from Pune, and he is the founder of Bamboo India. After 14 years in global IT roles, including Associate Vice President at Barclays Bank, London, he returned to India to create eco-friendly bamboo alternatives to plastic. Bamboo India today works with 6,000 plus farmers, employs over 100 people, and serves a customer base of 14 lakh worldwide. In the last 9 years, it has saved more than 58 lakh kg of plastic waste. The company was also featured on Shark Tank India and has earned wide recognition, appreciated by the United Nations and the Prime Minister of India on World Environment Day 2018. Bamboo India was also invited to the SAR Conference 2019 to showcase its success story. Now I would like to request Mr. Yogesh Shinde to please take the session forward. Thank you.
Has he joined, Harshita?
Yes, ma'am, he already joined.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Good evening. Namaste, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Yogesh. Thanks, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. So Bamboo India, as mentioned, like first generation startup from Pune, and we are on a mission called Bamboo for Plastic. So this is our 9th year. We completed 9 years successfully last month, and we are entered into double digit this year. And the major the basic intention to start Bamboo India to provide an alternative for plastic, FMCG products especially. So we started with gifting articles like mobile stand or bamboo speakers, bamboo desk organizers. And over the period of time, we realize these are not must-have product, even though we are getting a good numbers in sales. But when it comes to impact, we thought we need to do something more creative, more eco-friendly product, which fall into FMCG category. So we started exploring various products, and finally we came across wooden toothbrush. During my European stay, I saw many wooden toothbrush there, but I thought, why wood? Why not bamboo? So I started exploration in 2015, and I just came to know that China is just started bamboo toothbrushes in China only. So I visited China. I took some brushes. I took some manual machines and came to India, and we started this bamboo toothbrush manufacturing locally. And now, after 9 years, you can say we scale up from 100 brush per day manufacturing to 86,000 toothbrush per day, which converts into number. If you convert into number, like, so we saved more than 5.8 million kilogram of plastic waste. And so toothbrush is one part. So we are India's largest bamboo toothbrush manufacturer. We supplies across all premium hotels like Taj, ITC, Accor Hotels, Club Mahindra, and many more. So institutional buyers are a lot in our portfolio. Apart from that, we have a strategic partnership with Bombay Shaving Company, and we have started manufacturing innovative bamboo shaving razors for them. So now we are making around 3 lakhs razors per month for them, and soon we are launching this on offline market as well. And so apart from that, we have more than 46 SKUs in our portfolio, uh, including bamboo earbuds, bamboo comb, bamboo straws, bamboo water bottle, bamboo coffee mug, and so on. So most of the products we try to make in-house, but we have also uh, doing some trading for some products like bamboo water bottle, bamboo coffee mug. But if bamboo toothbrush is concerned or the oral care concerned in sustainability, so we are our focus is more on that. 2 years back, we got an award from IDA, that is Indian Dental Association. So our brush is IDA certified, and we are the only brand in the world right now which is having IDA certification. Uh, and yes, so these are the things. We participate lots of awareness campaign in school, corporates. We are also encouraging farmers to cultivate more bamboo so that we can get maximum raw material locally. And yes, we are doing our work, and this kind of platform definitely help us to promote our work and get more and more visibility in the common people's eye. So once again, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this lovely opportunity, and we are very proud of to associated with since long time. Thank you so much. So I'm open for the questions because I want more questions. Answer should be there rather than single monologue.
Is it possible, Yogesh, to quickly share your screen, I mean, the website or something and show your products? Is it possible?
Uh, Actually, I'm logging from my mobile, so it looks a bit challenging here from mobile. But yes, our website is www.bambooindia.com, which is easily accessible. Let me try to see, can we just possible to share? Just a minute.
Because we have few minutes for you, so I thought it will be.
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am, definitely. So I was just checking,
Okay.
is it possible to share my screen from the mobile as well? Okay.
Ma'am, shall I ask the questions which CGBMT wanted to understand from Yogesh, sir?
Yeah, okay. So this is Bamboo India. Okay, from my office, I've shared. Yogesh, your we have shared your this company, this thing.
Yeah, yes, that's my website.
Yeah.
If you just scroll down a bit, so you will find all these bestsellers. Yeah, so these are few bestsellers like bamboo toothbrushes. So basically, most of the challenge earlier with the sustainable product, people always think sustainable products are very expensive. But we only focusing on a few products, especially for FMCG category, especially for the oral care, and that too into toothbrushes. So the normal bamboo toothbrush, we started with 180 rupees per brush around 9 years back. And after 9 years, we reduced the price till 29 rupees per brush without hampering the quality. Even the quality is much better than the earlier one because the experience we got from the brush industry. And so I'm proud to say that still today we are uh, every month we are exporting more than 2.5 lakhs to 3 lakh brush to world's one of the finest brand for the Europe and US market. So the price constant like sustainable products are very expensive. We break that myth in the toothbrush. Yes, any questions, sir? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Harshita, you can.
Yeah. Sir, can you, what are the problems your company is facing in, or they have faced setting up your industry?
Okay, so I'm from IT background. So I was not aware of what kind of a best practices or setting up a factory when I started. But what we followed, we started with very small steps. Like we initially started importing products from outside, get the market feel, and then started how to convert that import into local production. So earlier we brought few machines, few products from China, Vietnam, and then we started selling. For example, the brushes earlier, we import brushes and started selling. When we realized, okay, now we are getting a good sales, like 10,000 brushes per month, 20,000 brushes per month, we are getting sold. Then we first import the manual machine. Uh, then we start getting the shaping done locally. Then doing the laser engraving from outside, the bristling part from the outside. So getting the advantage of being an industrial setup. So I'm staying in Pune. So Pune is a very big industrial hub. So you will get lots of ancillary units around my city. So similarly, every city has their own ancillary units. So if you can just get the use of that. So one person can't do everything alone. So you need to build a team, you need to build a vendor, you need to build a suppliers team to achieve your goals. So similarly, we started with very small products and then gradually we grow, and as money comes to us, we started buying machines. So first 3 months we have not a single laser machine with us, but now we have more than 4 laser machine with us. So this is my experience from my business. Like to start any business, initially you don't need to have lots of money or lots of team together. We need to do lots of things by your own, or your team need to do switch many roles simultaneously. So that was our biggest challenge, to understand our potential, understand our drawbacks, and play with those advantages and set up a factory. So it is started with one room, then one BHK flat, then 1,000 square foot shed, then it's moved to 5,000 square foot shed. Now we have around 4 branches or 4 manufacturing setup in 3 different states. So it gradually happens. So it takes time if you just be on the ground.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I have another question. Uh, do you have any future plans to work in Bangalore or south of India? Because currently you are based in Pune. So do you have any future plans to expand your business?
Definitely. So currently we have our presence in Assam, Himachal Pradesh, and Pune. We have a very good client base in Mysuru, Bangalore, Bengaluru, Chennai, and most of the southern cities. Our around 35% business come from South India only, from including Maharashtra. So definitely, as a potential, we are always experience a very good awareness at South than North, definitely. Early 2 years back, we started working with Auroville in Pondicherry, uh, but due to some legal issues, and they have some stringent rule that you can't invest in that particular Auroville, so that project got on hold. But yes, definitely, if something good opportunity comes, if we are getting a good government support, similarly we received from Himachal Pradesh, definitely we love to extend our manufacturing unit to south, because it will be helpful for us to reduce the transportation cost. And I have so many friends from Bengaluru who are already doing a very fantastic job, so I will get their help locally as well.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We still have a couple of minutes. If anyone has any question for Yogesh, sir, please, you can
Harshita,
go ahead.
sorry, Harshita, but we'll put it in the end. We'll
Okay.
start with the next speaker, please.
Just got one point to ask Chintasap. that we are trying to use bamboo in the reinforcement of concrete and building industry other than thing. And I found it so extremely, we have done it privately for small spaces. It's a very big field that if we can do it, it's not only cost effective, it solves a lot of other issues like acoustics, construction cost and all this. Plus for small slabs, it's very, very effective. And we can save a lot of steel boring and all these things. We can save a lot. I just put in my idea when you were talking about various factors. Thank you, Neelam.
Okay,
A
thank
fascinating thing. I'll just listen to him. Go ahead.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'll now introduce our next speaker, Mr. Edward Sherwood. Edward Sherwood, sir, is a chartered engineer in mechanical engineering with robotics from Surrey University, Guildford. He worked for R&D companies in Toulouse, designing robots and special machines for the semiconductors, the medical sector, and aeronautics. He then became consultant in aeronautics for companies such as Liebherr Aerospace or Airbus, leading international projects. Quickly, he became team leader of a group of engineers working for Airbus. In 2008, Edward took advantage of a voluntary redundancy plan to tackle an ambitious project in the field of sustainable development and launched CobraTex. With over 24 years' experience, he is currently CobraTex SaaS's CEO. He developed a specific mechanically based technology to extract bamboo strips and weld them together in order to obtain a continuous reinforcement for composite materials. An international patent protects this innovation. The company has started production and business is growing fast. The company is currently launching its first industrialization steps. Today, he will discuss briefly what is there in the composite market, their innovations, their product range, their final products and their applications. He will also discuss what is slowing down the use of their innovations. I would now request Edward, sir, to please take this session forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Harshita, for this introduction. Can you hear me? Just to check. Yeah, I
Yes,
can
yes.
see you smile, so yeah, you can hear me.
Can hear you.
So let me just share my screen. Puff, puff. So yeah, the introduction was complete. So yeah, our objective was really to enable bamboo to go onto the composite market, materials market. I'm just going to give a definition of the market we're aiming for, because composites is quite a vast word and it mixes loads of different things. The market we're aiming for, reinforced parts that are composed of two different inputs, reinforcements under the form of yarn or fabrics that give the mechanical properties of the parts, which are molded into a matrix, a resin, which gives the shape, if I simplify. And there's different technologies that exist to do parts for all industrial sectors. So we're trying to bring a decarbonization solution, which is bamboo-based, to these applications. As it's been said in the introduction, yeah, we've developed a technology to actually to bring bamboo onto our market. I inspired myself on how handicrafts work bamboo, and I could see that bamboo is often worked with strips. And I thought if I managed to make a continuous strip wound it onto a spool that's compatible with weaving, industrial weaving technologies and impregnation technologies for composites, then I'd manage to get to my objective. So we've developed a technology to extract very thin strips that we weld together in order to obtain this continuous strip, and you can see the welding points. I'm not going to go into details there because I'm not sure there are many composite experts listening, but it's very different to standard yarns. Usually a natural fiber needs to be taut together in order to make a continuous yarn, in order to weave it. And with the continuous strip, well, we keep our fibers nice and parallel, which improves the mechanical properties. But actually the morphology is a strip, so it's very different to a standard yarn that's only fibers, and it brings very different mechanical properties, but also it breaks all the codes onto our market when they see this new product. So it's really a new product, it's a real innovation on our market. This is just a quick slide to show that our process and our product has been patented in different parts of the world for different reasons. Just to put forward what our market is looking for concerning, well, composites, the problem they're facing towards sustainability. One of them is the fact that resources are non-renewable, either for the matrix, so the resin, sorry, or the reinforcements. Sometimes it's sand, it can be petrol, so it's all that is non-renewable. There's also, throughout the process, a lot of energy being consumed to produce the raw material like our product, but also to make the parts. So a lot of work is done on that part. And at the end of the life cycle, the complexity of separating the reinforcements and the matrices and being able to recycle the raw materials into new products. These are really the three big focuses on our market. So we intervene mainly for the non-renewable resource, but we also actually impact the energy consumption and the recycling of the final part. Our main competitors are glass fiber and carbon fiber. Glass fiber is made of sand that's melted at over 1,500 degrees Celsius, and carbon fiber can be made from petrol-based sources and is worked above 3,000 degrees Celsius. So this energy input makes the LCA, the life cycle assessments, the sustainability criteria is very bad. Which this was a door open for natural fibers to try and come onto that market. And that's what is an opportunity for us also. As of today, so we're able to produce, but at very small scale, some spools. We've got industrial partners to do different types of dry fabric and that are used for different applications and for different needs. And also we've got other industrial partners to do two types of pre-impregnated fabrics, which means there's already resin onto these dry fabrics with thermoplastics or thermosets, which are the two big families used in composites. These thermoplastic prepregs are very much used in the automotive sector, and the thermosets prepregs are very much used for aeronautic applications and space applications. So we've got the complete range, and we are backed up by significant industrial partners. So that's quite an achievement. Very briefly, in terms of technical advantage, so it's more sustainable. You have to understand that we did a life cycle assessment. Well, a life cycle assessment was made comparing one of our dry fabrics with a standard glass fiber fabric. And one of the main conclusions was actually our fabric stores practically as much CO2 as what is produced and put into the atmosphere when you produce the equivalent glass fiber fabric, which means that someone who makes, for example, the hull of a boat with glass fiber, if he switches to our products, instead of producing CO2 and putting it into the atmosphere, he's stocking it into his part. So it's really, there is a real impact, and what's quite significant is the impact is immediate. As soon as you use the product, you actually store CO2 in your part, and that's something that our market is very sensitive about. Another big advantage is the low density. The fact there's strips with fiber bundles, but also this honeycomb structure, which is natural. The density of our strips is very low. It's under carbon fiber, which is quite significant, even though in terms of mechanical properties, natural fibers don't compete with carbon fiber. And also, there's very low resin absorption. Resin doesn't go inside our strips, which has a lot of impact in terms of technical outputs. Then, technically speaking, well, like all natural fibers, in terms of properties are more semi-structural. That's what we say on our market. So we compete with glass fiber more than carbon fiber, to make it simple. But our product is really multifunctional. We've managed to prove that there's some very interesting damping properties. We've also proved that there's a very good water intake response due again to this morphology of the strip. There's also thermal and acoustic properties and radio frequency transparencies. So it interests different applications for different reasons. Then just now, I've got quite a few slides just to show you some final applications using our products. So these are products that are sold. This is a skimboard in the sports and leisure field, sorry. Skimboards, kite surfs, these are fins that we produce ourselves and sell ourselves. These are kite surf with foils, parabolic kite surfs. Still in the sport and leisure, some hand paddles, skateboards, skis, snowboards, helmets. This is a saddle, and what's quite interesting with this, that was actually a demonstrator, is we produced it in using the stamping technology. Stamping technology is what's used for the automotive sector. So the input is a thermoplastic prepreg that you come and you stamp very rapidly in a big press. And what's interesting is, so it validated the use of our products in this technology, but also, as you see the shapes, there's double curvatures and very sharp angles. So even though our fabrics lack a bit of flexibility, we are able to make some very complex parts. So it proved that. So that was actually a big achievement. This is the soft mobility. So that's a product. It's a assisted electrical bicycle that's all protected. This was the first prototype. This is the industrial prototype, and currently the industrialization of this product is being shaped. We've also got demonstrators in the luggage industry and for interior design. In the medical sectors with orthesis and prosthesis. This is in the marine industry. We've got quite a few clients. They first started to do the rooftops using our products. And as you can see inside, what they did is they don't paint the parts. You have to understand that what you're seeing, the bamboo you're seeing, is inside the resin. It's really inside. And if the resin is translucid and you don't paint it, you actually see the inside, which is bamboo. We've also got a client who made the full boat using our bamboo. So the hull, the deck, the interior design, the rooftop, and even the rudder. That's the final boat. And it actually did a competition in 2022, the Mini Transat. And it had a few accidents because the skipper didn't have much experience, but it didn't sink, which was quite a good news for us. These are products we've developed ourselves for an industrial company, for the packaging industry. These are modules for camping sites that we've developed for one of our clients. These are products we've developed for another client, which are mobile terraces for swimming pools. In the automotive sector, there's been a few demonstrators. This is a product we've sold, and currently there's a big traction from the automotive sector. And actually, we're quite confident that by the end of the year, we're going to get a big contract for the launch of a supercar, which should be able to enable us to launch to facilitate our industrialization also. We're very close to the aeronautic sector also. These are demonstrators of overhead door compartments using different fabrics, different resins, different processes. These are business class shells. This is a seat of a glider, and this is actually the nose of an aeroplane at a smaller scale. This was done for radio wave transparency properties, because you may not know, but behind the nose of an aeroplane, there's all the equipment, there's all the antennas, and so you need materials that let the waves go through without disturbing them. And last year we had a big traction from the space industry, where we made quite a few parts. These parts actually were validated with the technical specification for space application. We've also made parts that were included on a moon rover, and the moon rover is being sent on the next launch to the moon. What this robot is going to do, it's going to see how a bamboo composite reacts with the soil of the moon, and the final objective is to consider our material to manufacture the habitats on the moon. So it makes us dream a lot, but it's not a for the moment it's not a big business, even though it's quite impressive. Also, Airbus Defence and Space officially talked about the Bamboo Sat project, which we're involved in. So I'm able to just talk about the project, but I can't give more details about it. And we've got other clients which I can't name because I'm not allowed to in the space industry. Recording stopped, I heard. So I'm back on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the recording was bored with my presentation. Just to finish, we received the Solar Impulse Foundation label in 2021, I think, which means our product is part of the 1,000 and plus solutions to change the world. So that's also something to put forward. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that was a bit understandable.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now we'll take the question and answer sessions. We'll take it at the end so that we are not short of time for any other speaker. And if you would like, you can keep adding your questions in the chat box, and we can take it up at the end of the session after all the speakers are done. So now I'll quickly introduce our next speaker, Mr. Govind Zanwar. Govind Zanwar sir is a partner at Beyond Terry Towels, a brand synonymous with quality and innovation. They have embraced eco-friendliness by introducing bamboo towels crafted from bamboo fiber yarn. These towels are the result of extensive research with the help of sir's research, who is a pioneer in the field, and he is spearheading the effort to create a sustainable product that stands out in the market. Beyond Terry Towels is manufacturer and also exports these terry towels and other allied products. Today, he will talk about bamboo in textiles, bamboo fibers and yarn, detailed applications of bamboo yarn textiles and their advantages, and the process of making these fibers and yarns. I would now request Sir to please come forward and take up the session. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, as it applies to different people, since we are in the Bamboo Habba. And I believe Bamboo Habba is nothing but a bamboo festival being organized on the occasion of World Bamboo Day on 18th of this month. I thank Neelam ma'am for giving an opportunity to speak out here. Myself, Govind Zanwar from Sholapur, Maharashtra, India. I am a textile manufacturer, and this is my third generation into it. I'm a postgraduate from Institute of Chemical Technology, Matunga, Bombay, and started working in bamboo, say around 2019. Now we'll start with the basic point of why bamboo in textiles. Bamboo has its own advantages for textiles, like being a natural antibacterial, natural antifungal, very good breathability properties. It is very soft, water absorbent. The softness of bamboo is retained, bamboo textiles I mean to say, is retains after many number of washes too, which makes it a very comfortable property material. The products being manufactured by me are terry towels and non-terry towels also, and the other allied products in bamboo. I am basically a manufacturer in cotton towels also, and over a period I have almost shifted now to 100% bamboo productions. The production capacities of my factory in Sholapur are around 2 tons per day, 2000 kgs per day, and we have all in-house capabilities of weaving, dyeing, processing, and stitching and packing in-house. Due to the very good properties of bamboo.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, do you want me to show the link you have forwarded to me right now? Or
That
do
will
you
show
want
the last products.
to
That
show
will
that
show at the
link?
last also if you
Okay. You're doing it in the
yeah,
last.
when I talk about the production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the second point, should I move? Should I continue?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Sure.
The second point, what I wanted to elaborate was regarding bamboo fiber and bamboo yarn. As we all know, most of the speakers have been speaking related to bamboo and its applications related to mechanical things, and because of the multiple properties of bamboo is known very well. When we are talking about bamboo fiber, bamboo is fundamentally made into fiber by mechanical method, open loop method, and closed loop methods, each one having their own advantages and still being dominated by China in this case, where the fiber is being made. Once the fiber is made after with the cellulose extraction from specific species of bamboo like Mosho or vulgaris green, it is then converted into fiber by a spinning technology. The processes ahead of spinning are mostly similar to what cotton is done, because the basic nature of bamboo is again cellulosic in nature. Depending on the end applications, the count, the blends of bamboo are defined differently for different items. Now, when I speak of applications of bamboo yarn, the applications in textiles are wide, right from socks, terry towels, plain towels, stole, scarf. You name the fabric, and bamboo has its own advantages above cotton. Undergarments, t-shirts, shawls, everything is now getting converted into bamboo fiber yarn textiles. It's very well said that a time will come when even in India you will find bamboo textiles uprooting bamboo cotton textiles in India. It will need some time, since a lot of technological developments are need to be done. The bamboo fiber, which is being presently imported from China, and rest of the things are being done in-house. Research and development is going on to make a bamboo fiber in India also. I am also technically involved at 3 or 4 places. It's a big technical challenge, particularly when we talk of making bamboo fiber from bamboo with closed loop technology, where we have lesser hazardous chemicals being used. The interesting part of bamboo is bamboo fiber in textiles. To name a few the advantages, the dye uptake capacity of bamboo fiber yarn is almost 30% higher to that of cotton, which makes it very suitable for dyeing. Many times scouring, which is one of the processes being used with a lot of chemicals in cotton, can be abandoned in case of bamboo, since the original nature of bamboo itself is quite good, which can be used directly for dyeing. The dyeing uptake capacity of bamboo being 30% higher as compared to cotton helps us to reduce the dyes chemicals, the number of cycles while processing, the auxiliaries being used while dyeing, talking with the comparison of cotton. Yes. Indirectly reducing the effluent load on the ETP plant of the system, and lesser polluting the water. Since the dioptic capacity is higher and all these chemicals and auxiliaries needed are also lower, the basic requirement of water itself goes down substantially when you are talking of processing bamboo textiles as compared to cotton. Regarding challenges of this field, yes, there are many. It is being said that if a second revolution is to happen in India in economically, after IT being said the first one, it has to be bamboo in textiles. But for that, bamboo to bamboo fiber has to be done in India, which we are at a research stage. The basic species in bamboo, which is meant for bamboo fiber production, is Mosho, and probably the climatic conditions in India do not suit that particular species. but the parallel species to it, like vulgaris green and all, can be tried out with some constraints of their composition, since to make a bamboo fiber from bamboo, there are many multiple things which come into picture, starting from the fiber content, cellulose content, hemicellulose content, lignin content, and silica content. A lot of things, if are done properly, these can be then spun into a yarn. Hence, bamboo to bamboo fiber remains a big challenge for us in our industry, and hopefully in the next coming years, with research and development being done in India at different levels, we would be in a position to crack this out. Very interestingly, when we talk of bamboo fabrics, a specific example to give in terry towels, a cotton terry towel has to be of the GSM of around say 500 to 550. When we talk of a GSM, it's basically a density of the cloth, grams per square meter to be specific, to get that particular fluffiness and the bulkiness in terry towels. Now, what we have seen is, if when we go to bamboo fiber yarn textiles, particularly terry towels, GSM needed in cotton was say like 500 to 550. The same fluffiness, the same softness, rather the higher softness, we are in a position to get with 400 to 450 GSM, which indirectly means that you are substantially reducing the basic raw material itself to get the same comfort zone as compared to cotton. Again, because of the lesser number of washes needed to a terry towel or non-terry towel, or say any textile fabric made from bamboo fiber yarn, the number of washes needed as compared to that of cotton is definitely on the lower side. Now, there are some challenges also in bamboo processing, particularly when dyeing. Bamboo, although the mechanical strength of bamboo fiber yarn is very good, the wet strength, which means the strength when it is in the wet condition, is comparatively very poor. That is the biggest challenge in processing of bamboo. Another thing is it lints a lot. Linting, which is the fibrous protrusion of bamboo, is higher. That is the reason why it is many a times clubbed with some other fiber like cotton, or depending on the end applications. The percentage of bamboo and cotton differs to make it suitable to make it for the end purpose use. Hemp, banana, or another fibers, natural fibers, are being also clubbed with bamboo to make it suitable for different applications depending on the end use. Why bamboo, particularly as compared to other fibers, natural fibers, is the basic absorbency and hand feel of bamboo fiber is far more better if you compare it with any other natural fibers like banana or hemp and others. And hence, to coming to the last point regarding the challenges in this field, it is the bottleneck presently what we have is bamboo to bamboo fiber. I finish up my presentation with this. Any questions? I'm ready to do, or at the end, but what is?
You want to show some recording or something, you said, no? You want to show that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the meanwhile, Javed, can you just put their website on the screen?
Sir, it is being shared. You can talk about this, whatever.
Keep going down, no? Okay.
We have done a lot of trials on this, and we do have an Intertech lab test report notifying that this is our products have been made from bamboo yarn. There are challenges regarding bamboo fiber yarn testings. There is no universal test in the world so far to say that this has been made from a particular bamboo fiber yarn. Ocotex certification is also already under process at our place, and we would be getting a Ocotex certification regarding to our end product, saying that they are made from bamboo fiber yarn. Another interesting part regarding bamboo textiles is that in cotton, after many washes or after a few washes also, you will see that cotton gets rougher. Whereas if you talk of bamboo, bamboo retains its softness even after many number of washes. So very interesting and very true part with bamboo. Bamboo also needs lesser time to dry things. One of the main reasons being the moisture content of bamboo is almost twice that of cotton, needing lesser number of time to dry it. It has very many properties which are really fantastic. Softness and absorbency being the basic things, along with breathability. Breathability making it suitable for many purposes. For example, a bamboo socks worn for say like 8 to 10 days without washing can be dared to smell it out because it doesn't have odor because of its natural antibacterial, natural antifungal properties and also very good breathability. Right now, I'm supplying to B2C brands in the country, top 2 or 3 brands of the country, and doing jacquards, dobby, and multiple things in bamboo. I have diversified many items. My core manufacturing was in terry towels, but we have shifted to non-terry, and from these non-terry, the same fabric being used for multiple applications like stole, scarf, shawls, and other things also.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your session.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. I would now like to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is Mr. Anand Patki, sir. He is fondly known as the Bamboo Man. He is the co-founder of Bamboo Tantra. Bamboo Tantra was founded in 2018 to give a platform to all the bamboo artisans who never got a good platform to sell their products. Currently, Bamboo Tantra is working with artisans based all over India. Anand Patki sir owns Bamboo Farm and Bamboo Nursery in Mangaon, Raigad district of Maharashtra. He sources bamboo species from all across India and grows them in his own farm. They grow at least 24 varieties of bamboo, out of which 12 species are used for commercial purposes. The bamboo is used for crafting various products such as bamboo jewelry and lamps. Today, he will talk about bamboo farming for industries and bamboo value addition, focusing on bamboo jewelry. I would now request Sir to please take this session forward. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Harshita. Thank you, Neelam Madam, for giving us an opportunity. What has flourished is the industrial sector. So, plantation of industry-related bamboo species to be given importance. They may be costly compared with ordinary bamboo species, but for higher returns, higher investment is justified. So, I would like to share the screen. Yes. I hope you can see the screen now.
Yes, yes, we can see your screens now.
So we are in this field of production of quality bamboo saplings for last 37 years, and our mission is to create awareness among the farmers and educate them for proper cultivation techniques. We offer, as you introduced, like we are we cultivate more than 24 species, and we have our production unit in Mangaon of Raigad district in Maharashtra, India. So let me just go through the species. This is Longispethus. This is suitable for slivers or splits making thing. This is Polymorpha species, which has longer internodal distance and more suitable for slivers kind of job. Here is another bamboo species, that is Ketcherensis, which is also suitable for slivers. Here is the one, this is Gigantius when it comes to industrial applications. where you need lot of timber in lot of quantity, and the justified price is to be paid to the farmer. When it is an industrial application, definitely the farmer is not offered a justice price. But when it comes to secondary income like production of shoots, edible shoots, and other uses like production of handicraft or lampshades, this species will definitely work out. Some I would like to share some economics of edible bamboo shoots of this species. Roughly 200 plums are being placed in 1 acre, planted in 1 acre, and around 15 number of bamboo shoot harvested annually at the 7 to 8 year. Assume like 15 kgs bamboo shoot. Each bamboo shoot is having weight around 45,000 kgs of edible bamboo shoot produced annually by this species. And if it is applied a rate of 40 rupees, the figure goes around 18 lakhs annually. For this is a justifiable amount for a farmer when it comes for applications of industrial kind of thing. Here is again gigantius. This is picture from Manas National Park. Here you can see the growth rate of Dendrocalamus giganteus, growth rate in just 10 days. So this much of potential this species is having for edible purpose. This is the rare uh, picture of giganteus flowering and seeds I would like to share you with. Another species, this is oliveri. Oliveri is more suitable for small furnitures like chairs and tables or scaffoldings also. This is Brandisi, another an industrial bamboo species. When it comes for industrial applications, density is also an important part. So this species is more has more density compared to any other species in the world of bamboo. So this is another industrial application, and this is the flowering of this species. Uh, it flowers once in 66 years. This is Bambosa bambos, which has grown uh, in just few weeks. It has achieved a height of say 30 feet. Another application of Bambosa bambos, here we have constructed a shade net house, and we have cultivated vegetables at our farm using Bambosa bambos. This is Strictus, widely distributed throughout India. Multiplex Brachycadum. This is another industrial species which can be planted for industrial applications, because this is a species which grows very fast, takes all the land over, and the production of this bamboo is very high compared to any other species in my knowledge. This is Dendrocalamus toxi, which is widely spread in India, but it is not an industrial species in my opinion, because it requires a larger land and the production is low of this species. This is our nursery at Mangaon, Raigad district of Maharashtra. Here we have three stages, like the first year hardening, second year hardening, and the third year hardening picture, where the saplings are being raised to hard in the harsh conditions so that they can take field stress. Aerial view of our nursery. So this is again a picture of giganteus, where we have harvested around 230 kgs of edible bamboo just in 1 year. Now here is the comparison of vegetatively branch cutting propagation and rhizome offset, vegetative rhizome offset. If it is to be an industrial application, then definitely vegetative branch cutting plants are not suggested because they do not grow in uh, short duration. So rhizome offset methods are most uh, result oriented. This is another effort made to show how the cost cutting can be done for rhizome production. The rhizomes have been removed from the field and just put on the raised bed. So after completing 3 months, they will be again planted on the field. Our nursery has saplings which are individually labeled. So the confusion of getting the species mixed up, so that doesn't take place. Every sapling has a individual label. All saplings look alike when they are in juvenile state. This is our hardening area where the plants are hardened. Uh, these plants are raised till 3 years, and then they will be ready to be delivered at the farm where they are to be planted. Uh, these are some special tools required for harvesting the bamboo when it comes to a farmer. This is our nursery gate and compound in Chinchwad. There we have used oliveri and giganteous pole. This is a farm picture where we have used flattened giganteous and longispathus, an edible bamboo shoot weighing almost 80 kg. This is the potential of bamboo, like when it comes to economics. The bamboo reinforced bungalow. So we are into jewelry. Jewelry For jewelry, Bamboo Tantra was established in 2018, and from then we started sharing a platform for the artisans to sell the jewelry. Basically, we are into nursery and farms, and Bamboo Tantra was a just effort made by us for giving the artisans a good platform. So these are our artisans at our farm. These are some products of Bamboo Tantra. And now these lampshades are made out of Melacona basifera and Longispathus. Now, why these species are used? Because they are very friendly for making slivers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your presentation.
I think we can again, Bamboo Tantra thing actually has come very little. I would like to show her jewelry, Daya's jewelry on the screen. Can we quickly, we still have time for him. So can we have the Bamboo Tantra website on the screen, Javed?
Bamboo Tantra catalog I have, but I'll have to search it. So this is jewelry. We have total 7 number of artisans. Before COVID, they were working at our farm. Now they have gone to their hometown and we share all the raw material by courier. And this species, the special bamboo like Dalua is required to make such kind of products. It is also in combination with cane.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. The
Thank you,
jewelry and the
madam.
thank you. The products look wonderful. Um, we'll go to our next speaker now. Um, I would now like to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Jean-Luc Koyomji. I'm sorry, sir, if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Sir is a leading research scientist at FCBA with PhD in civil engineering from the University of Savio, specializing in timber acoustics and innovative biosourced construction materials. Since 1997, he has managed over 35 European and national research projects, published 38 articles, and co-authored key handbooks on cross-laminated timber. He is the scientific coordinator of the Wood Rice Alliance and has deep expertise in bamboo-based materials, founding Bamboo Sciences Innovations to advance bamboo in construction and sustainability. He has led international missions, advised on technology transfers, and serves as a World Bamboo Ambassador, fostering global bamboo innovation from housing to environmental solutions. Today, he will talk about industrial scale bamboo treatment facilities. I would now request Sir to please take the session forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for a very nice introduction. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the industrial application of bamboo in building. Of course, building is a very large industrial application in general. Okay, so my screen you can see everything is okay. Perfect. So I follow on. So you heard about my activities. I don't know why this one is not removed. Okay. So I'm also president of Bamboo Science and Innovation. That is a non-profit organization that has been started in 2007. So the Bamboo Science and Innovation is promoting the use and technical progress on bamboo, and this has been started at that time because I was working in different research projects at that time, and especially two big projects that somehow I visited also India at that time, the Bamboo for Europe project and the Bamboo Thematic Network that has been funded by European funding. Okay, so today Bamboo Science and Innovation is a non-profit mainly focusing on, let's say, scientific advisory and strategic consulting. We are a group of different scientists, and today I'm going to specially talk about one of our chemists that helped us with a project that was running in the Philippines that for sure everybody heard about, the Base Baha'i project that was funded by the Hilti Foundation. So we have currently a few projects under activity. We have projects in the domain of economics, like bamboo chain structuration, bamboo chain evaluation. We have also some project on technical assessment on housing, like the one I'm going to present today. We have also one project on creating an OSB plant in a different part of the world. You will see that it's not an important issue where is going to be the factory unless you have bamboo, of course. And we're talking about thousands and thousands of hectares if you want to run an OSB plant. We also worked on a project on railroads ties, composite material, yes, Edouard. Bamboo plantation, harvesting, quality control, and biofuel and charcoal. And today we have one major project. This is the one I'm going to present to you. Is the bamboo treatment technology that is inspired by the wood industry. So our bamboo activists are here in front of you. The one I'm mainly going to talk about is Eric Hazel, that is a chemist, doctor in science, that helped us in that part of the project. So let's say in the 2012, we have been connected by a lady, Corina Sarzer, that was holding a project, actually a student project, saying that she wanted to construct houses in the Philippines to solve a problem of evicted people from their home. So the house should be low-income housing. It should be also typhoon resilient, seismic resilient, and the project was to construct about 500 houses per year. And this, if you look at the numbers, you need something like 150 bamboo per house, and this is around 3,100 bamboo per year. And those bamboo has to hit the demand, of course, of availability first, and second, also, it has to be a building material that is not easy to attend. Okay, so the project was funded by Haiti Foundation. It was the name at that time was Base Build and Base Baha'i, and today the name of the foundation is Base Baha'i Foundation. We were working also together with United Nations ESCAP and the Homeless Federation. So our first activity was to work as a scientific advisory and working on testing different area of scientific difficulty in the project. Scientific advisory was on testing, treatment, on carpentry, on joints and building system, of course, and testing all of this. Yes, at that time the team was a small team, 2012. Today is, of course, bigger. I can see here we have somebody from the Base Build Foundation, I see. Hello. Okay, so but anyhow, for building activity, you need different requirements for your product, for your construction product. You need that your house is stable mechanically, is resistant to fire. You have no issue of health when you're living in. It has to also fit to the environment. Of course, no problem with the environment. And normally your house has to be air tightness. Is to say that when the wind blows outside, it's not blowing inside your house. This is normally the case everywhere on Earth. but actually not everywhere on Earth. Okay, you have also things like noise insulation that is should be everywhere on Earth. Inside your house, you should not listen and hear your neighbors. But of course, all countries have not the same regulation everywhere on Earth. But everywhere you have problem of thermal insulation, whether it is thermal for summertime or thermal for wintertime, depends where you are in the world. But anyhow, your building has to develop knowledge and a specification and requirement on energy efficiency, of course. And wherever you are, you also need a certain level of durability. That is to say that your house should not be eaten by insect or fungi. So this is what we're going to talk about. Some pictures about what happened during the years 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is some picture of what we did together with the team in the Philippines. So we were, yes, testing the strength of the structure. This has been, of course, a lot used to validate the construction and those pictures are about the resilient to typhoon structure that we that has been created by Base. You have two kind of roof. Of course, it's a matter of roof. You have 4 angles roof and 2 angles roof. And after a big typhoon that hit on 2012, we had the of course, our structure were designed for typhoon resilience. And after it stood after the typhoon, everybody was astonished. How come your construction didn't fly? Well, actually, it's a design, so it's an engineer matter. It's not a question of luck, of course. So you can design the structure you want to hold any typhoon, of course. It is not magic, it is engineering. So this is how the houses look like. You have a very nice carpentry inside the house, and bamboo is not seen from outside, and this is a good thing because for durability, you know, if you put a material outside, it will not last, especially when it's the biological structure. So those are some picture of prefabrication. This is another subject that someday for industrial approach, somebody can talk about industrialization of building. And in Europe, industrialization of building and prefabrication of building is the turning point for efficiency, I would say economical efficiency of construction. So it has been designed, the project has been designed in that manner. So as let's say, successful building in Europe system has been applied there successfully, very successfully also. So here you can see the structures with the bamboo mixed together with wood and steel for bracing, and concrete for the soil. So this is the building system. Another picture just to show you how the skin of the building is made of concrete. But this is not what we are going to talk about. Now we are going to talk about what I'm here for. I'm talking mainly about treatment of bamboo. There are some kind of treatment, existing treatment on that is practiced by the people using bamboo. Some of what are very slow, other are very energy demanding. But anyhow, bamboo, if you just leave it in the nature like this, you will end up with bamboo that is completely eaten. And our bad enemy is here in the picture. It's his name is Colit, or it's a bostrich animal with 6 legs. Okay, and it is eating bamboo. Actually, it's not himself that is eating the bamboo. It is the worm that he lay inside the bamboo that will grow and eat the bamboo inside. Everybody is eating bamboo, even us, huh? Panda and us. Everybody is eating bamboo. That's so, and the insects, of course, are eating bamboo. So you have here a picture of this scolite, and also you have a picture of, but you are not going to see them, the white ants or termites. You can see here the channels that they are making with soil, because they cannot stand staying outside in the light. They will die, yeah? Like Dracula. Some picture of thermal treatment here in Vietnam. This was an experience we had with BSI. This was in 2010. People from Vietnam asked us to work together with them for the treatment with the heat. So when you heat a product, you enhance its capacity of being in contact with insects and fungi. Well, for that technology, fungi is working very well. It's working very well against fungi, but for insects, it is a very weak protection, I would say. So you need a little bit of chemistry. At that time, we experienced those different diameters, and we were sending this to Europe. And one of our best clients was a music instrument maker, because when you cook the bamboo, it gives a better sound. So you can tell all your people that are working on bamboo for musical instrument that it is a way of getting a better product. So the bamboo treatment. What is bamboo? We know that bamboo is very vulnerable to insects, and this will forbid its use as a building material, and builders need for guarantee. Of course, when you have a fresh bamboo, is like a cucumber. I would say the performance as a material, it's like I would say a product that everybody can eat, and if you don't do anything, then you will end up with no more material. It's food for everybody. Okay, we had also some problem with because about when we started the project, we were using bore and borax material. It is a salt, and it is not a very innocent material, because people are using sometimes that. Very, very sadly, a big amount of product. It looks like salt, but actually it's not salt. It's a dangerous material. It is in Europe considered as a carcinogen, mutagen, and reproactive of level 2. That is to say that it is preventing people from having children, for instance. And this is, of course, very well identified on any bag. So if you're using bore, be careful. Use gloves. Don't get inside it's not at all innocent material. Okay, and the treatment should of course penetrate, and to make it penetrate for bore, people are plunging the material inside the batches, and that stands for days and days. The smallest should be 5 days, and the smallest oxida concentration should be about 5%, but actually it works for 10%. And to get up to 10% for bore, you have to heat it, so it's energy dependent when you are making the work properly. So it has to penetrate. It has to be toxic, of course. The insect, if it is not toxic, they will follow up their mission, eating your bamboo. It has to be repellent, and this is very nice. It gives a very bad taste, so the insect will go away. So it's non-harmful and very, very nice. So in your chemical, you have to mix both capacity, the one that is a killer and the one that is a repellent. And also it has to stay inside the bamboo. And at the end, the product must be safe for the worker during implementation and service life, of course. It has to be also safe for the environment. That means that it has not to go out of the material. And also something very important for the engineers, you need to verify if you still have product inside the bamboo. Voila. So for work, our let's say our core values is to take care of the workers, of course, take care of the environment, and get an efficiency of the product. And this is the third step only. We are not looking only for efficiency, we are looking for what is important for the people. So here is a picture of what we did to create, well, more or less to design or in the laboratory, and this has been done in the Philippines. All together we created 15 steps building treatment process, starting from the cutting, because you have to treat the bamboo as soon as possible after cutting it. You have to clean it, you have to wash the inside of the bamboo, you have to soak it in the chemical treatment, and of course take care of all problem and all hazard that can happen because your product is a dangerous product. So these are some picture about the treatment facility. I'm not going to give you all the details. If you want to implement a treatment facility like this one, if you're seeking for a business in construction, you need a lot of bamboo, and treating it with this system makes you able to produce a big amount of bamboo in a secure way. So the treatment facility that you're seeing here is a treatment facility that can produce every month 10,000 bamboo. So these are some pictures. After we created the system, we were monitoring the efficiency. Here we are in the Philippines. You can see part of the team. Oh, by the way, you can see here Luis in the picture. Luis Lopez, that is the director of Base Baha'i. Yes, and here you can see Eric Hazel, the carpenter working with us. Oh, this is me a few years ago, and I didn't change. And here you can see Ali Kokmazer, that was our technical engineer on the project. Here you can see also the element that we, after 6 months, every 6 months, we just take and retest in the laboratory to see if the treatment facility is working well. So this is another treatment facility. It is in the south of the Philippines. And today we are also implementing other treatment facilities in the other places in the world, especially in France. That is going to be a big challenge, because here we have to comply with a very strong regulation. Yes, some tools to monitor the content of insect inside a building or inside a piece of. So this is an amplifier, so you can listen to bamboo if it's. I hope I didn't take too much time. Still have 1 minute. Is okay? Yes?
Yes, sir. You still have time.
Okay. Okay, so the treatment technology has been created in 3 years. We were there was lots and come and go on the treatment, concentration, dilution, how to recharge the treatment batch, and so on. So you cannot do that in the backyard of your house. Please don't do, because it's a very dangerous product. Okay, and since we implemented first time, it was 2015 or 16. We have no infestation. That is to say that we have already knowledge about this, and I think there will be no infestation of after 30 years, 50 years. So this is our challenge. But now we have the proof for 10 years. Take it. So the process is fully innovative. Yes, and yeah, it is safe for human and the environment. Usually the people, when they're using borax, they just, when it starts smelling, they just dispose it in the backyard, and this is not acceptable at all. And this is one of the reasons why we did not accept borax, because we knew that the people were not taking care of it as a dangerous material. The bamboo treatment is simple to implement. It is very well known because it's a transfer technology from the wood industry to the bamboo industry, and it has a long-lasting story. So we're not afraid about the result. But we know that it's efficient and it is reliable. Yes, and today we are, as I said, transferring the technology in France, and maybe if it works well in the future years, we will accept working. So we have people interested in Indonesia, we have people interested in China, in Taiwan, and India for sure. Yes, Manipur. Yes, so it is it needs something like 6 months to be implemented if we want to work, and it's a work of engineers because we have to monitor everything before we start the facility, and also train the people, of course. That's it. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful presentation. I'll now go ahead with our next speaker, and I would like to introduce Mr. Nishchal Pradhan. Nishchal has earned his bachelor's degree in civil engineering, graduating at the top of his class from the National Institute of Technology, Warangal. He completed his PhD in civil engineering with a focus on bamboo connections at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. After graduation, he led the technical drafting of Nepal National Guideline for Design of Bamboo Structures, piloted experimental characterization of Nepalese bamboo species, and contributed to the adoption of the bamboo ISO standards as Nepal standards. Now, as the head of the Base Innovation Center, Nishchal oversees research and design, codes and standards development, structural design, and external partnerships. He is involved in the technical drafting of the Philippine National Guideline for Structural Design using round bamboo poles. He is also involved in the revision of the current bamboo ISO standards. He is also a member of the Bamboo and Bamboo Products Subcommittee under Ministry of Trade, Fiji, working towards the adoption of current bamboo ISO standards as Fiji standards. Today, he will discuss bamboo for affordable housing, how they are supporting bamboo codes and standard development and codes and standard development, and also research and development. I would request Nishchal, sir, to please take the session forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Harshita. Can you see my presentation at the moment? Slide screen?
Yes, it is visible. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to talk a little bit about what BASE is doing. BASE was established by Hilti Foundation in Philippines to cater and build affordable and sustainable housing to the Philippines and abroad. So a little bit about Hilti Foundation. Actually, Hilti Foundations have three main arms. First one is Music for Social Change, which is that part is being actively pursued in Latin America. The second one is Economic Empowerment, where people in Africa is being empowered to have a better living environment. And thirdly, the most important part of Healthy Foundation is affordable housing and technology. This correlates very well to its main company, that is the Hilti company that builds power tools for construction. So as a part of Healthy Foundation, BASE has established to be involved in the affordable housing. Now, this is a very open secret to everybody that the built environment is the largest polluter of carbon dioxide. So it's about 38%, and this is the largest out of any other areas of human activities. For example, in industry, the maximum is 30%, in transportation is 23%, but building is the highest. At the same time, there is a growing need of housing all over the world. And in Philippines in particular, we are having a shortfall of about 6.5 million houses. And this number keeps growing every year. For example, we just had a typhoon that passed by Philippines last week, and it probably destroyed over 1,000 houses. So this number goes up every time there's a typhoon in Philippines. Now, I will show you a little bit about why, the history of the base. So in the early years, before the base was established, it started as a PhD thesis project of a student, Corina Salzer, if you followed the presentation of Jinlook. So after her research was completed, she did about 3 different projects. And in 2015, we established Base Baha'i. And in 2016 onwards, we registered as Base Baha'i Foundation. We received AI accreditation for our technology. And in 2021, we established Base Innovation Center. And also we received accreditation to provide CPD points to practicing engineers and architects. So right now we are focusing on scale. So looking for ways to, build more houses from the same technology. We are right now a part of RILEM group of RILEM, which is a group of laboratories from all over the world. And to date, we have built over 2,300 houses out of bamboo. So BASE operates with in 3 main pillars. The first one is called as BASE Innovates, where we do research and development. The second pillar, which we call as BASE Builds, is primarily we transfer the technology to engineers, architects, and construction companies to build with the technology that we develop. And the third one, which we call as BASE Enables, is to develop the value chain where we work to establish treatment centers that can provide high quality construction grade bamboo poles to support our construction. So why bamboo? I'm pretty sure everybody knows why we are working on bamboo at this point of time. It is a nature-based material. And what's important here is that it's available where it is needed. So, for example, in social and economically developing regions all over the world, and often, people who are looking to build their houses often are forced to use bamboo because it's so available, it's so abundant. And, there's a saying, bamboo is often a victim of its own success. So most likely people who are looking to build their house with very low, capital are forced to use bamboo, which is just available in their backyards. So bamboo has excellent mechanical properties. It is a renewable resource. And actually, compared to timber, it is actually even better. So for example, you can fully grow and harvest bamboo pole every 3 years. And, compared to that of timber, it takes about 30 or more years to fully mature. It has a lower carbon footprint and it can generate livelihood for local communities, enable circular economies, So this is all possible with bamboo. Our technology that we use to build our houses, we call it the cement bamboo frame technology. Why cement before bamboo? Because this addresses the psychology of the people, because a lot of people in our areas of the world would like to live in cement houses. So we put on purpose cement before bamboo to signify that it has to show that it is aspirational for the beneficiaries who are looking for such houses. Now, our technology is developed from Baharege. Now, this is a technology that's well established in Colombia and has over 200 years of heritage. So we brought it to Philippines. We did some changes, adapted the technology to Philippine context, made some changes to the connections, and made it suitable for typhoons, which is very common in Philippines. some of the features of these houses is that it is permanent construction, having a minimum service life of about 50 years. It is an engineered building, and it can be designed to resist typhoons and earthquakes using local building codes. For example, in Philippines, we use NSCP as a building code. And then since the bamboo that we are using are all chemically treated, they are insect resistant. So certain specific configuration of walls have fire resistance. It can have fire ratings of up to 120 minutes. And when you do an apples to apples comparison with conventional technology, you will find that it will be about 20 to 30% cheaper. So this is a video of how we build all of our houses. So this is an animation. So now what's interesting here is that the substructure or the foundation is conventional in sense, you use reinforced concrete beams, you're using concrete hollow blocks as walls. So it's conventional and easily doable. And what's important here is that since the superstructure is lightweight, the size of foundations are quite small compared to traditional buildings. So you can see how we do concreting. We raise the wall footing, we have the backfill. And after that, we cast the plinth beams, and then we do the casting of the plinth slab. So all conventional, very easy, very doable sizes are smaller compared to a conventional housing. Now, once the foundations are built, you can see that the rebars are coming out from the foundation, and this serves as a base for all the prefabricated panels to slot into. And it takes only 2 to 3 hours to install all these panels on the ground, and maybe 2 or 3 more hours to align them perfectly. And after that, after this is aligned, we go to install the roof elements. So for example, you have the roof purlins that are being installed, and then the roofing sheets. So here you can see that the wall matrix, which is made out of flattened bamboo, is installed right now. But now in our prefabrication, we do this there itself so that you don't need to spend time in the construction site doing this. After you have the matrix, you do the mortar plaster, and then you have your finishing and doors and windows installed. So entire construction process of this house takes only 5 weeks. And in Nepal, for example, we've been able to do this in about 5 to 6 lakh rupees. So in Indian currency, it would be around 2 to 3 lakh Indian rupees for this kind of house. Now, there's a lot of question, like people will ask, when people are working with bamboo, they're going to ask, is it earthquake resistance? Is it typhoon resistance? So we do have some videos that, the university in Colombia tested an entire Bahareke building to a Kobe earthquake, and you can see how the performance it looks like. Now, what's interesting about this system is that before the start of the project, you could see a little bit of cracking in the house already. And if you think about the Kobe earthquake, you know that it caused massive damages in Tokyo, in Japan, in Kobe, where you have like big bridges all collapsing. And you can see that this house is resisting. Actually, they could not bring this house to collapse in the first test, so they have to apply the same earthquake at least 7 to 8 times. And even then, they could not break it. So you can show how resilient these kind of buildings are to earthquakes, which is quite frequent in northern part of India, northern part of Nepal, and so on. Now that with this video, you can really understand how resilient the houses are to earthquakes, and we also had to test it in Philippines against typhoon. So, back in 2014, we built around 3 different prototypes of the technology. And, fortunately or unfortunately, in the same region, Albay Bicol area, we had a super typhoon blender that passed right through it, right through the construction site. We had this weather station here before the typhoon. That was measuring the wind speed, and we saw a maximum wind speed of 220 kilometers per hour. And after the typhoon went over, we went back to check out the houses, and you can see a minor damage to the roofing, but the 3 structures were all standing. So it demonstrates that with proper engineering practice, you can indeed develop houses that can withstand super typhoons. Now, what's interesting about bamboo is that, when we think about bamboo structures, nobody in Philippines, India, Nepal, these parts of the world think about houses like this, but they think about like traditional houses like this, the huts, nipa huts, like these ones, or in India we call this as kotsa ghar, right? So this is the perception, this is the problem of psyche that we have to address. And what's important here is that this is not a problem of the material, but it's an engineering problem that can be solved. And in my 9 years of working as a structural engineer for bamboo, I have never seen a fatal flaw in this material, but it's just a series of many small challenges that we need to solve through research. And once it's done, you can just use it for as any other material. So now, Base Bahay has established the Base Innovation Center to support our technology. Now, what's important here is that even though people have been using bamboo for thousands of years, in structural engineering principles, in the field of structural engineering, this is a new material, which means there is no knowledge, there is no building codes and standards that are involved in where you can use it to design the structures. So we have to develop our own data. So that's why we have this lab established. It's a primary way to generate experimental data to feed our structural design and also to develop codes and standards. The same data that we develop is also used for training and learning new generation of engineers and architects, and is also involved in transferring the technology. For example, we've transferred the technology that we developed in Philippines to and successfully built over 500 houses in Nepal. And then we did quite a few houses even in India. So in the Gujarat state of India, we built around 2 to 3 test houses. And I'm looking forward to working with you guys to see if we can scale that and build even more houses from this technology. So to do our research, we have a strong collaboration of local universities, about 6 different universities that supply over 100 students this year. And as well as we have international collaboration with the top universities all over the world, for example, Coventry, ETH Zurich, Virginia Tech, University del Valle, SKUSC. Why we work with them is because these top universities have recognized bamboo as a viable structural material, and they are interested in doing research in this area. And it's actually cheaper for them to book plane tickets and send their students to Philippines, where they can find infinite supply of bamboo in our laboratory compared to buying bamboo here and shipping it to the lab over there. At the same time, we get access to experts from these universities, and we can really generate good knowledge out of this. So we are now seeking to expand to universities, for example, in India, Fiji, where we are working with them to develop these universities to solve the local challenges of the country, and also to set up research labs over there to do these kinds of mechanical testing as well. At the same time, we are collaborating with other institutions. For example, Arup is a Fortune 500 company. We have collaborations with Inbar, ASAP, Bamboo Sciences Innovations, of which we have John Luke, who presented just now. And we also have collaborations with Bamboo U. And actually with Bamboo U, if you've known about them, they build spectacular bamboo structures in Indonesia. And we are working with them to develop the first like an online course for structural engineers. So you can use that course, and it's going to be available free to understand how you would design or things that you would need to design a bamboo structure. To date, we have had over 300 plus local and international interns. We had one intern from India this year, who came to base. He was a student at UK, but he came over to base to do a little bit of research with us. We have completed over 91 student theses, and we've published 12 to 14 journals and conference papers. So we work with these many countries you can see here, and also ISO to develop ISO standards. And also the local country standards. And in Philippines, in our company, we have 3 experts representing Philippines, Colombia, and Nepal for the ISO as an expert for ISO standard development. This year, we've written and actually published the first ever Philippine guideline for bamboo design construction for the Philippines in partnership with the structural engineers of Philippines. We have updated the Colombian building code. We have also drafted, and it's about actually we also drafted a building design code for Nepal, and hopefully it's going to be released this year as well. We've worked with the Institution of Structural Engineers UK to publish or to draft the first ever textbook for structural design using bamboo. And we are also releasing a construction manual where this is a step-by-step, procedure that you can follow to build your own bamboo house. So these are some examples of the houses that we've built: one-story, two-story, single and detached, a unique housing that respects the cultural preferences of the country, single detached houses, and even middle-income houses. In fact, this was built by one of our partners, and he has a few houses available for sale. You can actually buy these kinds of houses from him in Philippines. So this is how inside of the house looks like. This looks very nice and also very beautiful with all these bamboos being shown. And if you don't like to see bamboo inside, because of for whatever reasons, you can also design walls where bamboo is not visible. Right, and you can also expand beyond houses. For example, community centers, pavilions, school buildings, office buildings can be done. We can even use bamboo to build industrial buildings, for example, weaving center, even food processing centers. These are the host of local government units and partners that we've worked with to build all of these houses in the Philippines. And to support all of our activities, we've partnered with about 9 different companies to build these treatment centers. So these treatment centers are located throughout the Philippines, and they provide all the necessary bamboo poles needed for construction of these houses. So these altogether, if they are all working in full capacity, they can build they have enough capacity to build around 2,000 houses per year. And actually, we have also scaled this treatment, and now we have worked with treatment centers in Nepal and Sri Lanka to also where they can also use now produce high quality treated poles for construction in these countries. So to summarize, we built around 2,000 houses. You can see an example community here. So this community had like 2 different batches. So you can see a smaller one on the other side, and then you can see a larger one over here. So we built around 2,000 plus houses like this in the Philippines, Nepal, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, and a few countries in Latin America. And altogether, we have saved around 35,000 tons of carbon. So each bamboo pole inside this house stores the carbon inside the building, and it's going to stay in the house until its lifespan, which is 50 years. And since these houses are donated to the beneficiaries, we've been able to shelter around 10,000 plus individuals. And we've also trained individuals to manufacture and produce bamboo poles and also construction of these houses. So this brings the end to my presentation, and thank you for listening to my talk. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful presentation. We are open for questions. Please go ahead and ask. You can ask anything to any of the speakers here. If I can also take up the questions already there in the chat box.
I have a question for Nishal. Nishal, what is the thickness of your wall that you have here?
It's about 125 millimeters.
Okay.
So it's like a single cladding. You have only cement plaster on one side, which is itself is about 25 millimeters, and the bamboo poles are about 70 to 100 millimeters. So the nominal length is about 120, and if you have cladding on both sides, like both sides of the wall, then it becomes 150 millimeters.
I mean, you mean plastering on both sides?
Yeah.
And are they load bearing or they are shear walls?
These are all load bearing in sense they can bear both the vertical loads and also horizontal loads, shear walls as well. So it can be designed to resist both the gravity and as well as earthquake and wind loads.
Okay, but in India we have this Plywood Institute, which has developed this walling system. We call it bamboo-crete walls. You may be aware about that. And
is it through IPRT?
Yes.
Southern Part? Okay, I've
Yes.
heard of it.
Yeah, so I have been using that walling system, which is around 50 mm thickness with the plastering both sides equivalent to 25 each side, and we use it more like a grid, and then we have plastering on both sides, and it can take,
That's very cool.
but it's not a load bearing. It cannot have a load bearing thing. It is only on a shear wall. It can be used as a partition and other things with bamboo columns or any other columns. So I have been using that extensively since 99.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it can take a horizontal loading almost up to 500 kgs.
Okay.
That was developed here, so we had been using that. So, but that's not load bearing. That's only shear. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that question. I'll take one question from the chat box. It's already there. This question is from B. Kumar, and I believe this question is for Govind Zarnbar, sir. The question is, how fine and soft is the bamboo fabric? Would it not cause abrasion?
No, the basic property of bamboo itself, being used in natural fiber, I mean, amongst the natural fibers, is the softness of the fiber. It's extremely soft when it is cellulose extracted. I mean, it's far more softer than cotton.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'll take up another question from the same participant. That question is for Anand Patki, sir. I believe he's talking about the designs of the jewelry which we had showed. Are the designs done by artisans or curated by in-house designer?
Those are both. Those are designed by Daya Patki, and they have been artisans. SOPs been developed, like of removing threads out of bamboo, then dipping them in water, and that developed SOP is taught to an artisan, and once the artisan practices it, they start giving us their produce.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I have another question in the chat for Jean-Luc, sir. They want to know
Tissue culture bamboo.
about the heat treatment and large investment and high energy input, however, not toxic. They want your comment on the heat treatment.
Yes. Yes. So the heat treatment, you have to produce a steam. And you have to keep that steam in a tube. What's the name again? Reactor. Inside of what you are going to put the bamboo. This has to be produced on site and has to be has to supply the heat chamber, or we call it So it's 5 bars, 180 degrees. Okay, and very important is the process of putting the pressure inside and then decreasing that pressure, because if you do it in a certain velocity, you can destroy the bamboo inside, of course. So it is easy. When we were supplying energy to heat and produce that steam, we were using the waste of bamboo, but also we had to use also a lot of wood to produce, and some charcoal also. So you need enough enough heat to produce a big amount of steam, of course. Voilà. So I can give the numbers if needed. We have to check on our data. It's already 15 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I will take up another question from the chat again. They want to understand how bamboo is used in civil construction, structurals, and whether such reinforcement products are available in the market. Anyone is free to take up this question.
I can take this question. So actually using bamboo as a reinforcement is a very bad idea. A lot of people have tried it, but it doesn't work. And what's important to know here is, the steel rebars that are used in reinforced concrete construction are ductile elements, right? So they serve a very particular case, as in the tension side of the concrete beams, where the concrete has already cracked. The rebars there act as a means to take the forces. But if you replace that with bamboo, it doesn't work, because bamboo itself is a brittle material, right? So there is no ductility if you use it, and also there is no bond. So even if when the concrete cracks, the bamboo cannot resist the forces in the beam. So you have a lot of issues with it. There's a very nice paper written by I think it's published in 2018. You can take a look and see, to have, if you want to design a beam that's reinforced by bamboo to resist, let's say 2 tons of load, right? 2,000 kilograms, which is like a normal amount. You would need to have a section that's maybe 2 or 3 times bigger than a conventional reinforced concrete beam. So economy-wise, also it doesn't really work.
Yeah, actually in India, it has been used traditionally it was used for a very long time. And there are houses, which is almost 50, 60 years, they have survived with the reinforcement with bamboo. So there must have been some methods. I mean, we really have to work on that kind of a case. But I'm aware of such, places where this has been used as reinforcement. And I have myself used it in my own office where I'm sitting right now. And it is around 12 years to 15 years now. We have it here. And bamboo splits and reinforcement, and also bamboo fiber mixed in the concrete with the aspect ratio, which I have used. And it's a free-form roof, which I have used here. And is there right now. I mean, 15 years gone by. I mean, that's how it has been done.
And in fact, if I may interject, there is a research paper of 2022 by Indian authors, engineers, which talks about the effectiveness. So if you don't mind, if that speaker could just now share his email ID, and Suzanne, I'm happy to exchange that research paper with them, which shows how effective bamboo can be in certain situations for structural reinforcement. And this is as just 3 years ago.
Yeah, you can
Thank you.
put it in the chat box, John, if it's okay with you, for the benefit of everybody else.
I'm not too tech savvy about how to post that PDF, but with the people who are interested, I've sent my email ID on the chat. Happy to share it, exchange information about this.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
people who have registered through their mail IDs, all the informations and everything, we will be sending it to them. So we'll definitely it will go to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for responding to that question. I'll quickly take up another question by Susan Luca. They're asking, is Base Bahai researching green concrete possibilities? I believe that question is directed to Nischal.
Thank you for the question. Right now, we are not doing research on concrete. So all of our R&D efforts have been directed towards bamboo as a main structural material only. Maybe in the future we will take a look at it, but not at the moment.
I'm taking this one. Okay, I was in a laboratory a long time ago for concrete, and one of my professor first connected me to bamboo because he went for the Congress in Japan maybe 20 years ago for compatibility between the fibers of bamboo and the concrete. So we're talking about the capacity of the fiber to be connected or bonded with cement, and this is not easy at all. And it's also answering a question of you, Nilam, the bamboo has to be prepared before it is used inside concrete. We have the same for wood. You have to create something that transform it into stone. Otherwise, it will swell and destroy everything, and the connection will disappear. So physically, it doesn't work, and also chemically, bamboo contains a lot of things inside of it that prevent cement of hardening. So it's a hardening. How do you call it? Um, uh,
Anti
uh, Stopping, yes.
hardening.
Yeah. So this one is a big problem. Unless you solve all those problems for swelling, if you treated heat, I remember somebody did that with wood. So they were petrifying wood with a heat treatment and also chemicals to stop it from swelling, so that it was compatible as an aggregate, only as an aggregate, not a reinforcement. And then you have to solve the problem of interface gluing and bonding. Otherwise, doesn't work. Don't try it, and be careful. Maybe you have to put something.
Yes,
Then it will not tell you before it will break. It just break very suddenly. So it's
I understand.
brittle.
I understand that, because the swelling part I am quite aware, and we have taken, but I just was talking about that I have used, and we do not have any cracks, we do not have anything. But yes, we have taken care to see that there should not be any cracks, and we have taken measures for that. I had some discussions with some structural engineers here and the engineers from Plywood Institute that we have here before doing that. So I just don't go ahead and do it. But I'm not a structural engineer and I'm not a civil engineer, so I'm not really able to give those equations as to how it is actually working. And I'll be very happy if some organization or somebody can test it out and see why it is working. Because generally, like unless the grass grows, you can't actually trim it. So I've grown the grass. I'll be happy if somebody can work on it and see that why it is working and how it is working. So that I'm welcome anybody who's interested in doing that. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'll take up another question. Where else can we apply bamboo powder or dust? Is they want to understand. Anyone can take up that question?
The agarbatti industry.
Sorry, ma'am.
Agarbatti industries.
Agarbatti industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
The sticks.
Incense stick.
yeah, they do they mix with that, and then we can use it in those kind of applications. I mean, that's there.
For special powder, but it has to be pre-processed before. You can use it in wood polymers. So this one you can use with plastic, mixed with plastic. It's okay because you're putting a lot of powder inside of it, so you're mitigating quantity of plastic. Okay, you can also use it as a filler for paneling. If you're making OSB, if you're making a practical board or even fiber board, it depends on the length of the fiber that you are processing and the shape of the shaving. The shaving is very important to know what is the characteristics of this shaving, so that we can or not use it in panel process industry.
Correct. In fact, bamboo cement, bamboo and plastic composite, many even utensils and all are being produced with that. So their bamboo powder is actually being utilized. And in Bangalore itself, in my city, we have this Indian Wood Science Institute. They have developed many of these kind of products, even including panels from bamboo powder. Then they have mixed it with that. So that is there.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I'll just quickly go to another question. It is, do we have international code provisions pertaining to fire for building construction? I believe they're asking in terms of bamboo.
So I can give an answer to this. So while working on bamboo projects, so in Nepal, we use all the Indian standards, right? everything. So because we don't have ECHO and Nepalese codes. So while working in using bamboo for building activities, I followed an Indian standard for fire provisions, right? So what that standard says is that as long as your building is less than 15 meters, you can build structures with combustible materials. So bamboo by itself is combustible, right? So as long as your house is not above 15 meters, you can follow the relevant Indian standards, uh, and it will allow you to build such structures in India, actually. Now, you do need to have a certain level of fire protection. So you have active and passive, right? So bamboo on its own has no fire resistance, so you have to clad it. And then you have active measures, for example, fire sprinklers, exits, and so on. So you have to have a combination of all of these components to make sure your building resists the fire.
Actually, I have one little this thing in that. Actually, bamboo with which we build is generally about 15 to 20%. We have the moisture in that. And that is not combustible by itself, as far as I understand and know here. And it's only dry bamboo which becomes like that. Once it dies, or if you use bamboo which is very dry and your moisture content is not proper in the building, in the bamboos that you build with, because and that's when the things actually start going in a bad, the moment the moisture content goes down. So when you're designing a building, you have to make sure that the moisture content, you have it proper, and also you seal it in a manner that the moisture content is retained in the bamboo, or especially if we are talking about round bamboo, it is retained inside the poles, and then in that case, it doesn't. It is actually quite fire resistant, and it actually happens like that. There's one more factor which is there, and it was done by the CBRI Roorkee, Central Building Research Institute Roorkee. There's this engineer who has worked with bamboo in that case, and it's more like even the wood and even bamboo for that matter, they are more resistant to and they can retain their structural capabilities much longer than steel and other materials, because they suddenly start collapsing. But these, and especially bamboo, it has got silica outside which chars, and it actually prevents the fire to get inside bamboo for quite some time. And similar thing is with wood. So the charring envelopes the material, and then it prevents the spread of fire inside. So there is a kind of a sort of a misconception that it actually suddenly bamboo buildings catch fire, because in India, in my 26 years that I have been working with bamboo building, unless and until you are absolutely asking for it, doesn't catch fire. And two incidents and that I can remember was what made a rooftop restaurant with dry kind of a bamboo, and then there was a short circuit in the electrical this thing, and that's when the fire actually started. Another one was for where the bamboo was completely dry, and they were having fire from inside, something like that, and that's another one. And one major one which happened in a proper building, big project in India, was in Chichipalli, in the BRTC Chichipalli's campus, which was done, I think, being done by Jans Bamboo and other people. And there, the proper fire, by design, as you say, fire proofing by design, that was slightly compromised, and because of that, one whole building, I think, few buildings just completely got burned down. And like that is in a actually kind of a temperature, Chandrapur, which in India, it goes up to 47 to 50 degrees centigrade. And I think there was the kind of roofing material that was used, where a lot of forest fires happen very, very frequently in that area. And that actually started it, because in 50 degrees, however you try to do it, and if you don't have a proper protection, the bamboo can catch fire in that kind of a situation. So that is something, these are some factors by design also. I mean, technology also comes, but as an architect or as a structural engineer or as a material scientist, these factors also need to be taken into consideration when we are designing with bamboo. So, and I have been able to, I mean, I'm really thankful, and I sort of touch wood right now that my buildings, and as many I have done so far, we have never had any fire incident or fire problem so far, in many of my buildings. So that was just talking about those things. Yeah.
So Nilam, this can be a research project where you can give different design.
Yes.
But anyhow, we, around the table you have engineers, and the engineers will believe only testing and result of testing. So and this is a big thing for the bamboo to come into mainstream.
Yes.
So you can give 5 designs. Other institute that find out some interesting behavior of bamboo can also give 5 designs. This makes already 10 things to test in the lab, so we can test it and get the result that can be used widely.
Yeah. In fact, I have been asking from last few years, because in 2013 I was asked to give a design for the metro stations in Bangalore, and I had presented 3 designs, and they liked the designs, but the technical committee talked about the fire audit at that time, and I had asked the Plywood Institute and even CBRI and many other institutes like that. They didn't have the facility to test this kind of housing system for fire. They had fire systems for doors, but they did not have for full-scale building or something like that. That's what I was told. But it just happens that, that was 2013. In 2017, we had this airport, Terminal 2, where Suzanne had sent me the link for SOM people to get in touch with me, and they had talked to me about fire. So I think maybe because of that problem, that we did not have that kind of a thing. They have used processed bamboo completely throughout the interior of the airport. That could be one reason for that, because processed bamboo comes from the factory and it's already fire rated. But when it comes to round bamboo and for general constructions across this thing, it becomes it becomes an issue. And yes, you are also right. So that is really required. That's why I said I'm not a engineer. So those equations and those things, I would be very happy that if it can be brought into the discussions and we have them on, really on paper. So that is very much required, actually, very much required for the bamboo sector, especially. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for. I would like to take a last question quickly. Somebody wants to know about raising traditional bamboo and tissue culture bamboo sapling. I don't know.
Actually, right. I think about the process, we are not actually discussing, I'm sorry, in this session. That was our last webinar that we had done. So we will not be able to take this up at the moment. I'm sorry about that. So this is more about.
I can talk about it.
No. Listen, please. This session is a little on a different side.
No problem. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I have one question from all the speakers, and I think one I have for Edward also. I had spoken to you during the last Congress in 2024 and afterwards. How would you be comfortable about trying to do a technology transfer for a company or something in India? And I'm hoping that in my participants, there are some people who can actually think about it, because Bangalore is a very sort of city with very people with very open mind, and they accept new frontiers of technology. So how would you be placed, starting with you? I would like to ask this question to everyone, to South India and to Bangalore and to this part, for technology transfer to establish some company, small company, micro company, or something like that?
Well, concerning Cobratex, currently, as I said, we're unrolling our industrialization plan, and to do so, we need funds. And as you may remember on my presentation, our patent covers India, because strategically we thought that was an option to develop our business or our production with India. So if an organization or somehow we get financial support and maybe also industrial support, because as I said, we do have industrial partners for the weaving part. So maybe industrial weavers from India might be interested in working with us to back us up in our production. That would push our strategy to develop production in India faster. Yeah, definitely. So it's a question of business relationships and financial support for us, because we're looking for cash to automate all our process. If I make it simple.
I understand. I understand. Yeah. Other speakers also, please. Jean, Luke, you can.
We had a first contact with people in the area in the very east of India. So it is Manipur, but they had some troubles at that time. We are ready again to open the transfer technology to any company, but we would like that this company has a certain knowledge on treating, and especially treating wood would be a good partner.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Ma'am, I'll wrap up the session now.
Govind,
I think.
Harshita, I mean, I think we still have to hear from Govind.
Ma'am, yeah, I am ready to for technology transfer with the experience of last 2 to 3 years working at a ground level and very less data and technical literature available about bamboo textile processing. I'm ready to go ahead with probably a manufacturing technology transfer, or even if someone wants to, I mean, start with trading of the products from my side, ready for them.
Yeah. Nishal, you
It
are.
could be a very small startup also.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, please go on. Yeah. Nishal, you
Yeah,
have.
it can be a very small startup also.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Govindji. Yeah, Nishal, you have, you were talking about some people you're working in India.
Yep. So last 2 years, I think we worked with Seabart in Gujarat to do trial houses using CBFT. So I think it was 3 or 4 houses, and I think in India we can probably build houses like that, like what I showed you in my presentation, in about 3 lakh rupees, about 30 something square meters, affordable housing. And that could be a game changer for many people in the rural areas of India where they are living in substandard housing. So, and we are looking like really hard to find partners in India. And if you know anybody who would be interested, I would be really happy to speak with them. That's number one. The second is like I'm also interested in collaborating with local universities in India so that we can look into using more local bamboo species for structural applications. So because you have a lot of species in India, but I don't think there's been significant study. I know that you have building codes, you have some material data, but like a large scale systematic study, I think we need to really look into it in order to see a more widespread use of bamboo in India.
Yeah, I think that we could take you that I'm part of the Bureau of Indian Standards and part of the expert team on bamboo and wood construction, and also part for the sustainability thing actually. So maybe I can talk inside there, and then we can see where we can take it forward, because they are also trying to collaborate with some universities where these kind of testings and all can be done. And so we are working, we're trying to work in that area. So that will be great. And also because the system that we have, walling system, it's actually, as I told you, a shear walling. But if your wall has got this load bearing kind of a thing, and that will be an added advantage. So maybe places where we need to have the load bearing wall with bamboo, and the system with base Bahai, I think probably will be really nice to use. Even as an architect, I would be interested in using the system in some of the projects if it is possible. So that would.
Yeah, it's I would be really happy to share this information.
Okay. Can we have Yogesh ji? Are you there? No, he's not there.
Is not there in the meeting, ma'am. I think
Okay. Daya?
got disconnected.
Mr. Anand, yeah. So for the jewelry thing, because I'm really in the exhibition that we had there, the jewelry was the first thing that got sold out almost. So that's was. Do you think you have a stock or something where you can? Is she there in the meeting, Harshita?
They have also got disconnected, ma'am, for some reason.
Okay, so I think then we can actually one small last question to Luke. Luke, that you said the boric borax treatment that we do. I mean, generally, and most of the people do, and I have been also using is boric borax. And you said that borax has some problems in there. So, is this a what is the kind of chemical that you're using that you say that it's not any? Is it possible to share? I mean, if it is possible to share. Yes,
Yeah. Well, it's very simple. It's the products that are used for the wood industry. They are certified product, and the question is how much time you need to treat them, and what is the concentration that you are going to use. So we are monitoring this. That's what we did in 2015 or 16, together with the Base Baha'i team. We just monitored and get feedback from the laboratory for efficiency. Yeah, so there is a work. Yeah? It's not immediate information. Yes, and for the borax, you can. Since a few years, it's mandatory to write down the toxicity of material. You can just read on the paper of the bag. You can see how it is toxic, and you can start from there, get your information and knowledge about the dangerosity of the material. Every material that is efficient for insect is a poison. Of course, is a poison. So the question is how much poison you need, how much repellent you need, so that your poison should not be efficient. And secondly, it has to stay inside. The problem with when you are using salt is that the salt can be sucked out only with humidity of houses. And this is, yeah, that means that all the time it is leaching out of your material and it's end up on the soil, on your carpet, in the mouth of your children. And this is not acceptable. But it was the only solution, and it's still sometimes only solution for a country where you don't have products that are allowed to be used as a toxic for insect. So all of this you need to inquire about the country and start talking with the people that are ready to accept or buy the patent or buy the acceptance from the country to import active ingredients. And this is not easy. You should not start from zero. You have to go to the wood industry and start there asking them. And of course, this is what we're doing with Eric Hazen because he's expert in that domain, and he know. Actually, I think there are not much companies that are producing product for insecticide for wood. They are not numbers. There are only few, I think, people that are producing this. So it's not difficult to find out what material you can use, what you have in your country, and so on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Harshita, you can wrap up. Sorry for.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I would now like to just quickly wrap up the session. I would like to thank all the esteemed speakers for sharing that, giving us that time, valuable time, and your sharing with us your knowledge. Thank you once again. I would like to ask ma'am, do you have any ending remarks here? Would you like to share something?
All of you should put on your video so that we can take a screenshot of everybody together, a group photo. Whoever can. quickly. Yeah. Hi, Suzanne. Yes.
Excellent presentations. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Hi, Suzanne. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Bonjour, Edward.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Edouard. Happy
Yes,
to see you, Edouard.
a video.
Me too.
Michel, it's first time we meet. This is good. Huh?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah. First time meeting a lot of people.
yeah. No, I think I'm just I would like to thank. This is the wrapping up session, Suzanne, of the World Bamboo Day, instituted by
Yes.
the organization from CGBMT. Almost the whole month of September, we have from 6th we started with 2 webinars, and we have been able to carry on the complete journey from planting bamboo to using bamboo to its highest products. It was so exciting to see Edward's aeronautics and moon rover. It was really very exciting to see all that, and I'm hoping that more of it can be done with everybody, and so many people from different countries coming together and trying to share knowledge on bamboo. And so bamboo should be growing much faster and much wider across the world. Suzanne, would you like
Excellent.
to just put in one few lines?
Oh, just
here.
really, it's very impressive what you've done this whole month of September, and all around the world, people are celebrating World Bamboo Day and celebrating the possibilities with bamboo. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Nilam.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you to everybody.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
Au
Ciao.
revoir.
Bye.
Au
Bye.
revoir.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Nishchal.
sir. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Edward.
Bye. Bye, Neelam.
Bye, John. Govindji, thank you. Daya, Anand, thank you so much. And thank you all the participants. I can see so many, names here in the group. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Harshita, for conducting it so well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We can disconnect, I believe. Thank you.